Today marks closing ceremonies for the Special Olympics Indiana Summer Games here in Terre Haute. 1,800 volunteers came from all over Indiana to help officials and athletes. Lily Pesavento learned, however, that officials and athletes also helped many volunteers. She joins us now in the newsroom with more details. Lily?
Well, Nicole, several volunteers are medical students who volunteered their time to make a difference in the lives of these athletes. What they didn't know was that these athletes were actually making a difference in the lives of the students. In medicine, there is a communication barrier between a physician and a patient with special needs.
There's very limited curricula on this in either nursing schools or occupational therapy schools or medical schools. It's a deficit, actually, nationally.
Mary Ciccarelli is an internal medicine pediatric physician with heavy involvement in Special Olympics Indiana. As a healthy athlete clinical director, she's teaching Indiana University med students how to treat patients with special needs.
Volunteering here is a method that folks can use to try out accommodations of care, try out simplifying their communication techniques or their education training that they give to families and patients.
IU med student Emma Ross is figuring out how to ask the right questions of patients in order to break the health literacy barrier.
There was one boy and I said, like, when it's not the Special Olympics, do you still exercise? And he said, no, and I think that's because so then I rephrased my question to say, what kinds of activities do you like to do at home? And he said, oh, I like to play basketball and I like to go on walks and stuff.
Student Adam Warwick's mother was a special education teacher. Due to his previous experience with this community, he believes the communication between physician and special needs patient needs to be fair and informative.
I think sometimes people speak down to people with intellectual disabilities too much, and I think they know more than people often feel that they do.
These communication skills aren't exclusive to the medical students. Other licensed professionals who volunteered with the Special Olympics Indiana Summer Games also had the chance to treat and get to know the athletes.
2.5% of the population qualify for services as having intellectual disability. And so that means that every health professional is going to interface with people with whom they have to adjust their approach to health care.
The two med students say they were very happy to gain the real-time experience with patients who they may not treat inside of a classroom. Ciccarelli, meanwhile, says it's very important for these students to learn skills early to provide the best care possible for patients with special needs.
Now, Lily, is there anywhere a physician or a medical student can learn more information on treating a patient with special needs or a place to brush up on those communication skills?
Well, Ciccarelli co-developed a program with the IU Med School and the State Department of Health about 10 years ago, which addresses the need to level the health literacy playing field. The Center for Youth and Adults with Conditions of Childhood trains health professionals and provides services for youth with those special needs.
Well, thank you so much for that report, Lily.